What's going on, everyone? So, LeBron James is out for the Minnesota Timberwolves game. Lakers take on Minnesota on the road in Minnesota. This is one of those kind of, scheduled games with the in-season tournament. And LeBron James, he missed the other day for practice because of personal reasons. Well, doesn't list personal reasons. It just says left foot soreness, which he's been dealing with and usually is on the injury report for that. What is it that he's out for? Who knows? No, all kinds of speculation, all kinds of people's different thoughts and opinions on it. End of the day, look, he's not playing. So what does this mean? It means it's an opportunity for other guys to step up, and we really need to see these other guys step up. I've said it. I made a community post. I talked about it beforehand, and I even mentioned, hey, every time, look out. D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, expect them to have good games because every time LeBron misses, D'Angelo Russell and Rui Hachimura have good games. So, same thing. Go into this game expecting these two to have very good basketball games. And don't be surprised if they beat Minnesota. Right? Lakers had a good record last season without LeBron James because, again, Rui gets to play his natural position. He's not as big of a liability defensively. He's a better rebounder because he's closer to the basket. He's better slotted. He's usually in his positions, in his spots on the basketball court already. So you see, even in the previous game, he just got to take, a step or two, and he's where he wants to be in his money zone, in his range. D'Angelo Russell, he gets to be more on ball. He gets to handle the ball more, right? He gets to be more active and make plays. He gets to be more aggressive on the offensive end, right? He gets to play his natural position. Both guys slot in and play their natural position because LeBron James is essentially Rui Hachimura and D'Angelo Russell all rolled into one. And LeBron James basically neutralizes both guys, right? I like Rui Hachimura. I like D'Angelo Russell. They're two guys that I think are very good talents. They're two guys that I believe and have even made the argument. I think both of them should come off the bench. And I hope, really, that obviously, look, they both need to be traded, right? Before I jump into what I'm about to say, I want to make that clear. I don't think that the Lakers should keep either of them. I think that they both should be traded just because, again, they are a redundancy on this team because of LeBron James and then especially with D'Angelo Russell because of Austin Reeves. And the Lakers just aren't going to trade Austin Reeves, so you got to trade D'Angelo Russell. Plus, these are the two guys with the largest contracts. These are the two guys with the largest salaries. Makes some sense. And they continue to play good without LeBron. Should hopefully, maybe, raise their value a little bit here. But I do believe that you should trade them because of their basically being neutralized out there on the basketball court. But I do believe that until that happens, until you find a trade for both of these guys, I do think that they are best coming off the bench in the bench role. And I think you're going to see more evidence of that tonight. Because I just think because now what you can do is you can do something however you want to do it. Gabe Vincent, Max Christie, whichever. Let's just, for argument's sake, say it's Gabe Vincent, Austin Reeves, Dalton Knecht, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. Cool. There's your starting five. And then off the bench, now you have D'Angelo Russell, Max Christie, Cam Reddish, Rui Hachimura, and then probably Koloko for right now. And I just think that is just so much better balanced starters, bench unit. But now what you get to do is now D'Lo and Rui get to come in and slot into their natural positions, slot into their natural roles. Right now, LeBron James and Austin Reeves, they get to go out at whatever, the 7-minute mark or whatever it is. You sit them, you get them rest. Boom. Rui and D'Lo come in. They can be more focal points on the offense. At the 3-minute mark or whatever, you take Anthony Davis out, right? At that point, you've probably taken out Gabe Vincent or Max Christie, whichever one, to add in the other. And there you go. And now D'Lo and Rui can be more aggressive. They can look for their shots more, right? D'Lo can be more on ball, can operate more as if LeBron, just like he does when LeBron isn't there. Well, now you can have him do that. Now, instead of having him out there with Reeves or having him out there with LeBron, it's just like, hey, how you play when LeBron isn't here? Okay, we need you to play that same way off the bench. Be aggressive. Find your shot. Hunt your shot. Hit shots, right? Do all the things that we need you to do. Play the game that we know that you're capable of playing. Play the game that we know you're best at. Rui, he gets to play the 4 more. He gets to be a natural 4. He's still probably going to have to play some minutes at the 3, right? But maybe you can even squeeze a couple minutes for LeBron, 3 minutes or whatever for LeBron. So it's just 3 extra minutes that he gets to play for. It gives Rui and D'Lo more opportunity to play their best version of themselves. Play the best basketball of themselves, which, again, until we're able to find that trade, until we're able to make that move, you need the best versions of these two possible. You need the best version of D'Angelo Russell. You need the best version of Rui Hachimura. And I just think that is when LeBron isn't on the court. And I think that is in a backup bench role, because you're not benching LeBron. I think people be like, why don't they just bench LeBron and play him 20 minutes or 25 minutes? Like, you're not doing that. Right? Now, you can cut his minutes down, and I do believe D'Angelo Russell and Rui Hachimura are capable of helping with that. Right? That could be another way to kind of keep Rui at the 4 more, by cutting LeBron. Instead of LeBron getting 35 minutes, if you cut him down to 30 minutes, well, that's 5 extra minutes Rui gets to play at the 4. So, now he gets to play minimum 18 minutes at the 4. So then maybe he only has to play, another 7 minutes or 12 minutes or whatever at the 3. Like I said, you could sprinkle a couple minutes for LeBron at the 3. And then, boom, there you go. Or at least on the defense, I think you find that kind of proper balance, because they need to do that. They really do. I think, in all honesty, that's the approach that they need to take. But one last little guy that I want to kind of touch on briefly is Dalton Knecht. I really want to see and hope that Dalton Knecht kind of get out of his slump. It's not a big deal, right? Like, I haven't been critical of Dalton Knecht or anything like that, because, again, he's a rookie. He had this just incredible run to start the season, and he's kind of cooled off a little bit. I do like that he's being more aggressive in other ways. I do like that last game he actually took a couple mid-range. He didn't settle, right? He's doing better moving without the basketball, being slasher cutter. It's fine. Again, he is a rookie. We all knew, or you should have known, that he was going to have games and stretches and moments like this. We have seen even the greats, even Steph Curry has had, 2-3 week stretch where he's just can't buy a 3 to save his life, right? Or he's shooting 20% from 3 or whatever, right? Dalton Knecht, he'll bounce back. He'll get back to being the guy that we've seen him be and the guy we know he's capable of being. I, however, would just like to see that happen. We could kind of use that in this Minnesota game, because Minnesota's going to bring it. Minnesota's going to want to get this win. They brought it to us last time. And then also we're on the road. Now, Dalton Knecht has shot better at home than on the road, but I trust his shot. I trust, he's putting in the work. He's putting in the effort. He's continuing to grind, right? Have that shooter's mentality. Hey, I missed the last 10. It doesn't matter. The 11th's going in, and then that falls in, and you're good. But it'd be nice if we could get that D'Lo Rui game. Maybe see Dalton Knecht kind of pick it up a little bit. Give us a little better production out there. That would be nice. Gabe Vincent, Max Christie, hopefully they keep playing the way that they've been playing, particularly on the defensive side, hustling, doing the dirty work, all that stuff. And then, of course, JJ Redick, right? He's got to have creative schemes, ideas, plans, right? LeBron's not there. It sucks, because you don't have that default. You don't have that, hey, things are kind of a little shaky right now. Just give the ball to LeBron until we can figure something out. So, it's about kind of putting guys in action. It's about putting guys in the proper slot and understanding. That's why, I talk about, with Rui and D'Lo, right? Having them come off the bench, having them buy in other roles, right? If you're JJ Redick, I think you got to do what's best for the team. I understand, agents and contracts and all that stuff. You're trying to win games here, right? And you're trying to be the best version of a team that you possibly can be. And if that version is Rui and D'Lo, who are your 2 highest paid players outside of LeBron James and Anthony Davis coming off the bench, it's what it is. You didn't give the contracts, right? It's your job to win as many games as you can, right? Now, obviously, look, there's pecking orders. So, if Rob has been like, hey, I need you to keep Rui in the starting unit, which we don't know. We don't know what conversations have been had and whatnot. But, if LeBron's, or if Rob is like, hey, you got to keep Rui in the starting unit. We're trying to display him. I'm working on some trades. Then fine, so be it. But ideally, I think J.J. Redick, I think he needs to just make that little tweak, make that little switch. I think after this game, I think it's going to confirm it even more. Again, is it possible that like Rui or D'Lo end up having a bad game? Of course, bad games happen, but again, even just look at last season. Go look at the numbers. Go look at their stats when LeBron wasn't on the basketball court. It's staggering. They're not a better team without LeBron. It's nothing like that, right? Somebody has to pick up the slack. Somebody has to kind of step in and play that role and not be so reliant on LeBron James. Well, guess what? D'Angelo Russell and Rui Hachimura. Like I said, LeBron James by himself is essentially those two combined, right? So when you don't have LeBron, you need those two to offset that, supplement that, and be that version, be the best version possible. But I have faith in the Lakers. I think that they'll get the win tonight. Lakers have proven, without LeBron, even without Anthony Davis on occasion, with both out, they can still win games. They can still get it done. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, and I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Kind of mixed in the middle. However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So either way, let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button.